Right. Trying to see here. We're gonna have signal here or not. I'm blocking the freaking rod. You talking about desperation move, buddy? Fishing on the creek, getting hit. I'm gonna have to downsize these hooks big time. We're gonna have to go down to a cotton picking eagle claw 2-aught. Yeah, because there's fish here and they are hitting. We're definitely going to downsize these hooks. No doubt about it. And that could be turtles. I don't know. What's up, Gray? I'm checking to see if I got cell service here. I don't know. Oh, job. You talking about desperate? Look at this. We're fishing in a creek. Fishing in a creek channel. Oh, that was a good hit. These are going to be some dink channel cats, man. I think the hooks I got on are way too big. I'm going to have to go downsize. I usually fish this spot with ultralight rods. Chris Everett, what's up? Raymond Williams. But you fish here with the ultralight rods and catch little channel cats. This creek is like the Baldwin of the Mississippi River. The wind's blowing so hard right now, it's bouncing my rods around everywhere. I think I'm going to lay them down on the bank. Have I got good signal? Because I've never tried to go live here before. We're in the middle of nowhere on a creek channel. Get a crap load of bites too. What's up, Palmetto? Come on. But I'm going to have to downsize down to a... If I fish here, I'm going to downsize to a number 2 eagle claw. Because I don't think these little big fish are going to be able to eat these hooks. All right, thank you, Jello. This bridge is under construction, and they've dug out a deep hole right here in front of me. And it's full of little channel cat, 1.5 pound, 2 pounders. It's full of them. But they are tricky to hook because you got to go really small hooks on them. I think the hooks I'm running on them are way too big. Man, I can't tell on that big rod if that's a wind blowing it or if that's a bite. But that little black one, he's been hammering on it for a while. And it could be a cotton picking turtle. I don't know. But they dug this out. This is about 8 or 9 foot deep right here in front of me. And all those fish are piled in there. The question is, can we hook them? Them rods are bouncing in the wind so much, I can't tell what's going on. But if you get a fish on there, you'll be able to tell. A whole different thing. That wind is blowing right down this bank. Oh, guys, we are in desperate mode right now. Desperation mode. I think I need to move down and throw toward that grass. There's a what do you call them cotton picking things? Look like corn dog, cattail. There's a cattail patch right there in the water, and them catfish lay all up in that cattail patch. The bad thing is I need to lay the rods down on the ground so the wind's not blowing them, which is going to make it really tough for you guys to see them. That wind is howling through this bridge like crazy. way better. If I fish here, I'm going to have to go down to a #2 Eagle Claw hook, and I'll be fishing for 1.5 pound, 2 pound channel cat. I don't like it. This is a spot we go when we want to catch catfish to eat, right here. I've never took y'all here before. Matter of fact, I ain't never took nobody here. Might kill Ronnie when we get ready to leave, so he don't know where it's at. Oh, God. Help me, Lord. Fishing frustrations, what's up? Jello, Black Betty is sitting on the bench right now. This is way too small a ditch for Black Betty. Betty won't even get out of bed for this ditch. She don't want no part of it. She goes, I'm not going to that puny little hole. Betty does not like fishing here. She's okay with it. She doesn't want to be here. I could take Betty and touch the other side of the bank with her. I reach across the ditch with her. Man, you're right there with that waterfall's coming over the rocks, man. There ought to be channel cat piles all in there. They'll school up right next to that. Are you throwing in the middle or next to those pylons? Okay. All right. They should be piled in right there. Huh? Get a good bite? Well, we always fish here when we're catching like little 2-pounders, 1.5, 2-pounders that we want to kind of fish fry. This is where we come. The biggest fish I've ever caught out of here was at night using a cut bluegill, matter of fact, bluegill head. And I got a 13-pound channel cat out of here. And that's the only big one I've ever caught out of here. Nothing else has ever been over 5 pounds here. That wind's blowing so hard, I can't tell crap. We'll have to move down and throw downstream and lay the rods down probably. No, trust me, Betty ain't here. Betty's too big for this ditch. Way too big. That rod, that first one you're seeing right there, the black one, that's the Murillo rod. What did he do to you? You working your bait over? If you're doing it too bad, it might be a turtle. No. The turtles are out right now. There you go, right there. If you throw it in that little eddy, right where you're at right now, they should be schooled up right there. There's a lot of cotton picking crappie right here too. Oh, my ear's itching. Chris, what's up, buddy? I really do not want to fish this spot. Oh, I can never do this very well. The hooks I'm using right now are way too big for this spot. And I'm just running 7/0, and they're still too big. You know, I need to lay them rods down to where they're not blowing in the wind. This is a desperation move right here. I think we're going to wind up being at that last spot we were at on the last live stream. I don't know how we're going to do there. I don't know. It's bad everywhere, y'all. Yeah. There's my Joey. And the first spot we stopped at today, my Joey carried the net down there and laid it on the bank. And 3 or 4 spots later, my Joey realized that he left the net at the first spot. That's not a good start. We went back to get the net. Of course, it was gone. Somebody done snatched it up. It's gone. Man, something bit me. That gummit. Oh, like a snake bite. I got 2 holes in my arm. That'd be all right. I don't need that arm anyway. I ain't really no fish. Ain't like I'm real fishy, and I don't need that arm. Man, I think I'm gonna. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Man, he's just jiggling it. That one closest to you. That looked like a bluegill hit. I can't pick a bluegill. Vibrate the crap out of it. Lord, I ask you one favor right now. Just make this wind stop, and it'll help me out a lot. If you see fit, I'd appreciate it. You got one? Are you serious? Twice today, Ronnie's hooked up. Got off on him right at the bank. Gets him right up to the bank, and boom, gone. Right there. Yeah, throw it right in that current. They're hitting, but they're little ones. We're going to have to downsize these hooks big time. Big time. I'm on my way, I'm making it. But not today. I got to quit laughing. It makes my chest hurt. No, this storm coming in, though. I'm going to be honest, y'all. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to fish tomorrow or not. I think everybody's going to have to forfeit. It's not looking good. We got bad weather coming in. And especially for the boat people, it's not a good idea to be out there. I mean, I could hide under a bridge, but then I've got no phone signal. It's still fish, but yeah, I usually use like a number 2 eagle claw here, a 2-aught hook, and catch these fish. So 7-aught's a little rough on them. You getting hit again? Well, you got to leave that bait in the water and quit reeling it in. You might get something. Get out there and let it sit. You're probably feeding a turtle. Yeah, probably a little less than an hour. What time is it? It's 5:23. Yeah, we got less than an hour of daylight left. Less than an hour. Something, I'm serious, something bit the crap out of me. Man, it's bleeding too. I got 2 puncture wounds right there. 2 marks. Probably baby copperhead. No, it'd be a water moccasin. I think the fish I got biting on that furthest pole probably, I don't even think he'd register on scale if you weighed him. Hey, Austin. I usually fish this spot with my ultralight rods. I don't even fish here with big rods. What if I still got that dock demon in the back of the truck? I could throw it out there and catch fish with it. You reeling in again? Huh? Man, them fish lay right up against that pylon. Sometimes they'll get right in behind it and stay there. I'm on my way. I'm kind of bites. Haha. Yep. I've only seen one snake today, and I stepped on it. I'm sitting in the middle of a briar patch right now. We had to hack our way through the weeds to get down here. I wasn't going to go live, but I threw that first rod out, and man, it was banging on it real hard. And I thought, okay, let's go live because we can catch a fish here. But we have failed to do so. I guarantee I could bring an ultralight rod down here and throw it out there with a piece of worm on it and light them up. But it's going to be a little bit. I'm losing my voice. I'm losing my voice. Oh, oh my God. I feel awful, y'all. I really do. Oh, I'm going to kill myself. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Oh, oh, this is stupid. I changed hats. You never do that. That's bad luck. Yeah, it's a Bass Pro club member's hat, but it's bad luck to change hats. I've had this hat for 6 months and I've never wore it, and I put it on to go fishing today. Bad luck, bad luck, bad decision. I'll have to remember to ditch this hat tomorrow. I need to put a smaller hook on here and a smaller piece of bait and hook these little bitty ones that's pumping on it. I'm too lazy to go back up to the truck though. We're just going to ride it out and see what happens. As of right now, our game plan is to go back to the river where we were a while ago and just do a whole lot of praying and hope for a fish. That's all we can do, is just hope that something happens. Because without a boat, I cannot get to any spots that's worth fishing. Just in trouble. Been in trouble, Trouble. I spell Trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Wait a minute, that's Taylor Swift. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Better not sing that song. She's bad about copywriting. Laughing cat, fishing, Thomas in the house, 2 stands. Come to watch me do nothing. I just wish that cotton picking wind would quit blowing. If the wind would quit blowing, I would put smaller hooks on here, downsize everything, and show you guys some little baby channel cats about that big. I promise, as bad as the conditions are right now, pride's out the window. I'll go fishing for baby fish right now. I don't care. I'll go for the 1/4 pounders. Man, I can't believe that one was banging on that rod that hard a while ago. But the hook's just too big, it can't hook up. Do what? That's it. He's just gnawing on the bait because he can't get the hook in his mouth. He's too small. He's probably born 6 months ago. I'm talking little bitty fish. These are fingerlings that they use to stock ponds with. There's probably 4 of them biting on that bait just to get the rod to move. 4 little fish about that big. They're all 4 pulling on it. And they can't get the hook in their mouth. You ever see that video? I don't know how many of y'all watch my crazy, stupid stuff, but the one that's Evolution Danny Stone, and you see me holding the little bitty flathead up with the tips of my fingers. Right here's where I caught him at. And I think that's the biggest fish I caught all day. That was the whopper. I need to check that bait on that one because I think they pecked it all off there. Man, they've got this dug out. But I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's an old railroad trestle that used to go through here. If you throw right there, you're going to get hung up. There's this big giant pine tree, yeah. But if you can get right behind it, them fish lay behind that piling. They'll pile up right there under it. They're not big at all. You could put a bunch of them in a sardine can. What's up, buddy? Man, we've just lost our minds and went stupid. I'm serious. I want to let you look around here. You there?
Hey, what's going on?
Dude, this is a creek that they're dredging out and they're building a new bridge. But they dug a deep hole out right here in front of me.
All right.
Well, it's full of baby channel cat, and they're so small they can't even get on the hook. They're grabbing the bait and trying to swim off with it. This bait's bigger than the fish are.
Is that what Ronnie had on?
Yeah. I think it took 4 fish teaming up together to get it to move the rod.
Hey, you can't blame them little ones for trying.
I'm serious though. I come here with that little Doc Neiman rod I got with a little bluegill hook on it with a piece of worm. And man, I can snatch up. You know how sad it'd be for me to win a tournament catching 3-inch long channel cats. You dare me to do it?
I double dog dare you.
That would be so freaking hilarious. That'd be the Danny Stone thing to do. Is come down here with a Doc Neiman rod with a bluegill hook with a piece of worm on it and catch 3-inch channel cat. But how would you weigh them? You'd have to put 12 of them in a bucket or in a Walmart sack. I don't know. They dug this whole ditch out just the past 6 months ago. Matter of fact, see, all their equipment's still here. There's a big old bulldozer over there. There's a crane over there. And they piled all these rocks up right here. Those weren't there. They just put those there in the last 2 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because they're building a new bridge. They're going to tear this bridge down, and the new bridge is going on the other side of it.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Remember, the concrete pilings are the old bridge, and then the big steel ones, the round ones behind it, that's the new bridge they're building. But the bridge ain't even open yet. Man, I know there's a deeper hole down that way. I may just scoot on here and I may have to pull these rods. But I'm going to have to lay the rods down on the bank so I can see them better.
I was going to say,
do what?
Looking at the bank over there, it looks like it would be deep there.
Well, they've dug it out right there. But the rest of this ditch, if you go downstream about 200 yards, you can walk across it and not get your ankles wet.
Oh, wow.
There's just a hole here where all the fish are piled in there. They throw the place they got to go. But there ain't no size to them, I'm telling you. We've actually put John boat on this ditch before and go night gigging frogs. And the catfish would be swimming down there with their back sticking out of the water.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, we were shot a light one night. We go, what is that? He goes, man, those are catfish trying to go across the sandbar. And they'd just be giving it all they got, trying to get over that sandbar. And it's a big old catfish. And when I say big old catfish in this ditch, that'd be a 5 or 6 pounder. The only big catfish I've ever caught on this ditch was at night using a bluegill head, and it was a 13 pounder. And when he bit the hook, and I had my light shining up on the rod bent down, and I could hear the fish splashing about 50 yards downstream because he was on a sandbar with the bait in his mouth, and he was out of the water flopping around, splashing downstream, and I reeled him up and got him back into the deep hole and pulled him up out of there.
Wow.
And that was a 13-pound channel cat.
Wow. Yeah, that's a nice one.
Every after that, I've never caught anything other than that was bigger than 5 or 6 pounds out of here.
Wow.
There's a hit on the Murillo rod. It's a little baby one. The most of the time when I fish this ditch in the summer,
Yeah.
I'll fish with night crawlers, and there's a family in my hometown that aren't real well off. Let's say, they're pretty poor, and I'll come down here with worms and catch those drum, sheephead, whatever you'll call them,
Yeah.
because that's their favorite. They love them. That's their favorite fish.
Okay.
I'll come down here and catch about 2 dozen of them things and drop them off to them, and they absolutely love those things.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of videos on people catching drum and then how to cook them.
They're actually good if you cook them fresh.
That's what I heard.
Oh yeah. Now I've tried freezing them and thaw them out and cook them, and nah, it's like eating that paste. Remember when you were a kid in school and you used to eat the paste? Yeah, you did. You know you did.
Probably did, yeah.
Well, that's what the texture of the meat is like. If you freeze them and
Oh,
thaw them out, they get mushy.
that's nasty.
But if you'll take them fresh, clean them and cook them, man, they're good. I've even done blackened drum, and it was awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, just get you a cast iron skillet, put that blackening seasoning on there. The Murillo rod got another bump. I think these fish are way too small for these hooks that we got on here. I don't think they get the hook in their mouth.
Bugman says 5 or 6 pounds would have won a few today.
Yeah. Come on, son, take it. I'm trying to remember what I got on that. I think that's some old carp that I had. As long as it's not another grinnell. Andy, hey, what's up, buddy? Evan, good evening. Oh, Evan's in here too?
Yeah, Abbott's in here. Jacob.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure what's going to happen tomorrow, y'all. I think we're going to have a discussion tonight.
Okay.
I'm thinking that a lot of people aren't going to be able to fish because of storms. I don't know. I ain't found out the skinny on it yet. But I'm worried about my brothers and sisters out there. I'm not trying to get them to, where I win by default. I'm not about that. Okay?
Right.
I can care less. I don't want them out there doing something stupid like I do. I mean, that's my job.
Right.
I do the dumb, crazy stuff. Everybody else, no, don't do it. Fulton Barbecue, what's up, buddy? Dang, that's got to be about a quarter-pound channel cat picking on that rod. Now it's probably a turtle. Just jiggling it. Man, I'd love to catch one of these little 3-inch channel cats for y'all real quick. I need to go get that dock demon rod thrown out there. I ain't got no worms with me though.
Oh.
You take a dock demon rod with a split shot sinker and a little bitty bluegill hook on there at Aberdeen and put a piece of worm and throw out there. Man, you pull in little channel cats that are 3-4 inches long here just as fast as you can pull them in.
Wow. We got Albert Brown and Pennsylvania Fishing just came in.
Pennsylvania. Hey, Albert.
Bullets and Barbecue.
All right. Making me hungry. Thanks, son. I think that's a turtle.
Well, that could be too.
Yeah, the way he's jiggling that, I think that's a turtle picking that bait off of that hook. He's just shaking the end of it like that every now and then. It's not the wind because the wind's not blowing right now. There he goes again. On the Murillo rod. Which will be forever known as the turtle rod if I catch a turtle on it.
Hey, you know who Lynn is, don't you?
Huh?
You know who Lynn is?
Yeah.
Catfish Fever and Outdoors was saying that his neighbor was a farmer. His neighbor farmer lost his house in a tornado.
When?
Today, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, that sucks.
Yeah, I guess there was some damage done around there, but he said he was all right.
Well, that's the most important thing.
I think he said Iowa.
I'm serious, y'all. The weather is supposed to. It might get pretty bad tomorrow. It's not going to be funny at all. I'm not going to joke about it. It's not going to be funny. But whatever everybody else wants to do, I'm a team player.
Right.
If they want to fight it out, I'm in the fight. You know
I
me.
know that.
I'll sit in the pouring rain.
I know that one live you did set out pouring rain.
Yep. I did. You know what? That was the first time I quit. There was 20 minutes to go, but when my awning blew over,
Oh yeah, that wind was something too.
there's a limit. There's my limit right there. I was at least under an awning when the rain was pouring down, sleet. But when that awning blew over, I said, I'm out.
Yeah, I don't blame you, man.
Yeah, I got in the truck, man, and I'll tell you what, it got to the point where I got emotional about it, that I felt like I let everybody down, and it bothered me.
Oh,
But
you're all right on that
I,
end. No,
I'll tell you,
you shouldn't.
I was so cold, and I was on the verge of hypothermia, but I was just miserable.
You even had rocks and stuff on them legs of the
Yeah,
canopy, didn't
and
you?
still pulled them and rolled the rocks over.
Wow.
But hey, would you give me? I'm going to give you everything I got. I'm always going to do that.
Yeah, I know, and I know you like to finish things out to the end.
Yeah, and it really hurt me emotionally to drop out of that. Even just 20 minutes to go. I mean,
Right.
there was a very, very, very slim chance that I could have pulled that out at the last minute,
Yeah.
but it was a really slim chance. I probably had a better
20
chance
minutes,
of lottery.
20 minutes. I've seen a lot of fish caught in 20 minutes.
Yeah, but man, he was like, "Wow, good gosh, boy, what are you gonna do? Eat it, eat it."
Hey, we got Jerry Parker in the house.
That's my brother.
Wanting to know if you've had any luck.
Well, you consider bad luck luck, but I got a ton of it.
Well, you did catch a fish. I
Yeah,
saw
I
it.
got a good one. And hey, the way it is right now, I'm counting that as a no skunk because I reeled something in.
Yep.
I'm counting it.
And it was on video, so you know what happened.
Wow, that was a good bump. I don't think those fish are going to be able to eat these big old hooks. We went from the Mississippi River to a creek. Wow, look at him go. Get on there, son. Man, I hope I get to pull one of these little baby channel cats up for y'all so I can show you. I mean, they're little. They're ridiculous. But I don't think I'm able to catch him on that 7-knot hook.
No, probably not.
No. I mean, when the bait's 4 times the size of their head, it's kind of hard
You
for
need
them to get on there.
you need like a little number 6 Aberdeen hook.
Yeah. And fish with worms, night crawlers. You come
Yeah.
here, man, I love bringing my grandkids and stuff here because,
Oh yeah.
you catch just tons of them. I mean, I'm talking about little quarter-pound, half-pound channel cats. But with the worms on the hook, man, I wish he would take that instead of that fish might be on there. It just may be so little he can't do nothing. I don't know because the line's going downstream that way. I don't think he can pull that 5-ounce weight. I don't think he's strong enough to pull it.
Hey, Parker said don't feel bad. He's struggling getting bait.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's what sucks. I got more bait than anybody can ever use. I've got all kinds of bait, man. I got like 10 different kinds of bait. I just ain't got no fish that wants to eat it. Man, I almost think that fish is on there. I don't know. I'm fixing to take it away from him and see. You get hit again? Well, hook him. You got a J hook on there. You can set the hook on that one. Well, snag him. If there's like 4 or 5 of them around your hook eating your bait, just jerk it. One of them's going to get a hook.
Oh, Grays, are you talking about when he was out in that weather?
I fished in some sketchy situations, I'm telling you.
Yeah, Gray's Family Fishing said that was the first night that he watched you, and he's followed you ever since.
Yeah, because everybody wants to see what that idiot's going to do next. Okay, this guy's a complete idiot. I got to see what
Hey,
happens to him. He's going to die.
but you caught fish.
No, yeah, we get one every now and then. If I can get my river back the way I want it, I'm telling y'all, I promise you, I'm going to put a show on for you this year. I promise you I will. You'll get to see me acting stupid, and you'll get to see some big, big fish, I promise. But the old girl in Mississippi right now, she ain't being good to me.
Right.
When she gets right and she feels ready, because here's the thing, I don't catch fish. The river gives them to me. And I believe that in my heart.
Yes, sir.
She's only going to give you what she wants you to have.
Yep. Sometimes it might be nothing.
That's it. Oh, she loves doing that. She's a stingy woman. Man, I don't know. I think that little fish is on there. He's just bouncing it. Yeah, he dropped slack in. I don't know. Let's check it, see what's going on. I bet it's a turtle. Trying to see if I feel any pressure on it. Nah, he ain't there. I'm gonna re-throw it over in that cattail thicket. Oh, that ain't very deep at all right there. I bet that water ain't a foot deep.
Oh,
Or
wow.
it's gotta be a turtle. That's gotta be a turtle. I'm gonna go way down yonder in the pawpaw patch. Go over there. Oh yeah, right in the cane thicket. That'll work. Yeah, let's see what happens there. We threw it way downstream. Way down yonder. Man, I tell you what, you don't want to strike a match here, all this dry brush around me. It'll go up like a matchstick.
Yeah, it looks like a bunch of straw grass behind you there.
Yeah, well, this is dead stuff like this everywhere. It's all over the bank. It's washed up, and it's piled up on the bank, and that's what we're sitting on. Just dry, dead sticks and leaves, and just piled up here. Makes a great fire, though.
Yeah, it's a good fire starter.
Yeah, a lot of smoke. We got there one time, got in trouble because we set the whole bank on fire.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that little fire built, and the wind started blowing, and the ember hit them little sticks, and man, it caught and it took off, and the wind was blowing, and it just boom right down the bank. Went under the
Wow.
bridge. Yeah, it's pretty sticky. But we'll just have to see what the plan is for in the morning. As of right now, if everything stays uh, on schedule like it's supposed to,
Mm-hmm.
right now our plan is to go back to the spillway dam where we were a while ago.
Okay.
Um, I don't know. We'll find out everything tonight. I mean, I could rig up some little bitty ultralight rods and come back here and fish here tomorrow, but I had to go Walmart and get some worms.
Right.
But yeah, I'll fish for a little pound and a half fish if I have to.
Sure.
I'd rather
Got,
not.
got to do what you got to do.
Well, that's the reason we stopped here. I wanted to see if I had signal here, and obviously we do. So there you go.
Well, your video looks nice and clear.
Well, good. That's good to know. This is an option then. Not an option I want to take though. I want to fish the river.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know, you got me and Parker and Freedom and Steve Adams, man. We're the Mississippi River rats, man. We ain't the we them boys on the ditch. We on the ditch. We them boys.
Gray's Family Fishing says, no, Danny is a beast. I learn about from him.
Well, you know what? You gotta give me the right conditions and the right situations. Anytime I've ever done anything great, it wasn't because of me, it's because what God gave me and what the river gave me.
There you go.
I don't go. You can't go and take nothing from that river. It's got to give it to you. We took a bump of it. But you know, you never know because, like that spot we was at a while ago, um, we got one little bite and then we caught the grinnell and that was it. There's been times I've go a spot like that and nothing, and the next day you come back and it would be on fire. I mean, on
Wow.
fire, and vice versa. There's times you go there and man, you just can't even put out more than 3 rods because they're slamming them, and come back the next day and it's like somebody put up a brick wall and blocked the fish from coming in there.
I was going to ask you if any fish end up getting trapped in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I figured so.
Yeah, when that drops down in the hottest part of the summer when it's drought, that spillway dam, I've seen it to where the water flowing across it was maybe a foot and a half wide. I mean,
Wow.
you could step across it literally, but the mud's like 6 foot deep, so I wouldn't advise walking across there.
Yeah, you get stuck in the mud.
Yeah. Well, they had some lady that was working for the conservation department, a geological survey or something last year. The river dropped down real low, and she walked down there to get. They were taking mud samples from the river.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. You know, they do what they do. But they were taking mud samples, and she walked out there, and before she knew it, she was up to her waist in the mud, and she was trapped.
Wow.
And thank God she had her phone on her, but it still took them an hour and a half to pinpoint because she didn't. They were asking her, "What's your exact location?" And she didn't know what to tell them, other than she went down this road off of New Madrid and walked down to the river and was going to take a mud sample. When she walked out there, she got stuck. And it took them forever to get her out of that mud, too, because they had to lay out like planks and build out like a platform out there to get to her. And then they built this little like winch with a crank handle on it to put her around her. And they would have her wiggle her body while they were cranking on it to get her out. That's how they got her out of that mud. But if she hadn't had her phone on her, she'd have died there.
Oh, boy. Lisa Elliott's in the house. She said, good evening, everyone.
Lisa! What's up, Lisa? I don't think we're going to catch fish for y'all today other than griddle. It ain't looking good, y'all. We're running out of light. And Ronnie keeps reeling in and jerking on them little ones and letting them get away.
Parker said, tomorrow is a new day, and he was able to get carp and some buffalo and a few shad for bait.
Good deal. Good deal. Yeah, I've got a whole cooler full of skipjack that I got to get home and deliver to Fishing and Freedom. Got them packed on ice, and they were frozen solid when I picked them up. So they're probably 10, 12-inch fish, all of them.
Lisa wants to know if your new rod is working out.
Working great. The Murillo rod and the Muddy River rod, love them. I got to put a different reel on that Muddy River though. I only bought one reel at CatCon, and that was a huge mistake. I bought two old ambassadors off of the swap shop table, but they're just not going to work out for me. I've got to have some work done on them. One of them, the drag system is completely gone on it, and the other one, I was reeling a while ago, and the handle fell off of it.
Oh boy.
It's all right. I got parts. I just don't have time to mess with it.
I think I seen you wiggling that handle on that one.
Yeah. I should have wiggled it a little harder. But that Ancient Mariner reel that I bought right there, man, I'm loving that thing. I'm loving it.
Oh, cool.
That thing will throw a country mile, son. And it matches up with that Murillo chopsticks rod so good. So I may be bringing bad luck on myself for not throwing Betty out today. And I may just like kind of take her with me tomorrow and just chunk her out there so that it's in the water. I don't care if it's 4 feet off the bank, just so
Right.
she's there for moral support. And maybe that'll bring my luck back. Because
That could be. That could be. You
I
got
never
to wear.
fished. I never fished without Betty. And today she was in the truck.
And you got to wear the right hat.
I may have done. Yeah, I got to go back to my old hat, and I've got to let Betty just sit in the water, even if she's not going to do anything, because she's way overkill for every spot that we're going to be fishing tomorrow. It's way too much rod.
Alvin Lewis came in. He said hi, Danny and everyone.
Hey, Alvin.
Albert Brown said he has one and he loves it.
Yeah. Oh, the Ancient Mariner reel?
I believe that's what he was talking about.
Well, I do. I'm going to get me some more of them. I'm going to get one and put it on that Muddy River Blue Cat rod I bought.
Lisa said she wants to get Aaron a new reel and was looking at the Ancient Mariner. Good to hear you like yours.
Well, I mean, just at first glance, to me, I'm just being honest here, they didn't look like they were built that solid. But so far, man, I mean, I can't dog it out. That thing casts like a dream. The drag on it's pretty awesome. I mean, for me, I'm sure there's probably people on here that's going to come up and say, oh, there's going to be people say they're great. And other people are going to say they're junk. Because you're never going to get everybody to say the same thing. Not going to happen.
Right.
I'm going to tell you right now, I like them. They're good for me.
I used to use them. Have you ever
Some
heard
old man's in here.
You ever heard of Ocean City?
I always love saying that. Some old man's in my live stream.
Oh, man, outdoors.
Yeah. God, I wish I could get this stuff out of my chest.
Have you ever heard of Ocean City reels?
Ocean City? No, I haven't.
Okay. It's like a surf cast reel.
Oh, you got my attention.
I used to have one of those on an 8-foot rod, and when I moved, it disappeared. I don't know what happened to it.
Wow. I got a pin 309, but man, I backlashed that thing so much. I hate that thing. But it would go good on that Muddy River rod. But it's
Right.
old. I mean, the paint job's faded on it. It fit that rod perfect. But man, I am bad about backlash. That's the only bait casting reel I got that I backlash on consistently.
Yeah, some of those you really have to thumb it.
Yeah, that was the worst.
Dink over Stink is in the house. How you doing, Dink?
Dink! Dink'll do! What's up, buddy? We ain't gonna, I can tell you right now, my prediction is we're not gonna catch nothing. Yeah. Yeah, you need to get some rest. Because you're just going to meet me at the river tomorrow, right? Sounds good. Because I'm going to get up early and get over there and start stressing out. That's another thing. I was not relaxed today, and that's bad luck. I got to relax. Thinking about it too much. Best thing to do is just come over here. It's like I'm sitting in the mud right now, just sitting on the bank. Legs crossed Indian style, and just
Yeah,
chilling out. And that's when you catch fish, when you just don't care no more.
I know old Steve Adams. He was fishing a mud hole a couple of times, and he was
Yeah.
having some problems, but he did finally catch a pretty nice channel cat the other day.
Yeah. And uh, I think that thing was between 8 and 9 pounds. He said might have been 8. I think that channel cat was a little bigger than he's giving it credit for.
Yeah,
I mean, it looked like a 9 pounder all day to me. Yeah. We had scales. He just too lazy to go get them. Scales over in the truck. I ain't walking over there. Throw that fish back in.
hey, Lisa said, Danny, you just got to remember to have fun. It shouldn't be stress.
Yeah. Well, what I stress on is seriously is letting people down. I don't like letting people down. It's not my nature.
Right. Dink over Stink said he went out today again and caught a couple of small channels, and the
I would.
wife,
I'd take them right now.
yeah, his wife caught her first fish. It was a little drum.
You know. The reason it bothers me so much is, people come to expect you to. I mean, it's fun just hanging out and chat and watching a live stream, but people come to expect so much of you.
Right.
They expect you to catch fish, and I just don't like disappointing people.
Well, it just doesn't always happen that way. I mean, you can't catch them all the time.
Yeah, I don't like that part.
Yeah, I know. Well,
I hate that part. We're gonna sit here until we run out of light anyway. Or I upgrade to pneumonia.
okay. I hope not.
Me neither.
Hey, at least the rain held off, right? So far.
Well, we weren't supposed to get it till tomorrow afternoon, but that being said, it's coming down from a different direction. It's
Right.
gonna it's gonna mess everything up tomorrow.
Well, you had a couple sprinkles early.
Yeah, yeah. It wasn't much. I felt something on the back of my neck, and I looked up, and he hit me in the glasses, and I think it was just 2 drops. Is all I got.
I've never caught a blue channel cat.
What?
Catfish regulators asking what's your PB blue?
That's controversial.
And we don't have blue cats in our river up here. We have channel cats and we have flatheads.
I got them all. I got channel cat, blue cat, flathead, bullhead. We got them all. My PB, the biggest channel, not the biggest blue cat that I caught last year is on video. That's the biggest one I caught last year. And we don't know what it weighed because the scale broke. I thought it weighed a certain amount, but after looking at some other people's fish, I kind of downgraded that fish a little bit. So what I decided to do, but go after that, is I went back to my original weight for blue cat was 68 pounds. That's my PB on that. I don't know what that other one weighed. Okay. And instead of fussing and fighting over it, I just say, you know what? I'm just going to stick with my 68 and I'll go from there. And we'll just enjoy that fish that we caught and showed it to everybody. We turned it loose, of course.
Yeah.
My PB on flathead, again, I don't have a weight on it, but you can see that fish. The very first video I ever put on Facebook, if you go to my page and you click on the video section, it shows videos. If you go all the way to the bottom, 4 years ago, I caught a huge flathead on a piece of cut carp. And you can watch that video and you see that fish. That's my PB on flathead. However big you think that is, you call it what you want to. You can call it 20, you can call it 30, you can call it whatever you want. I don't care. But that's my PB flathead. Until I catch one that I know is bigger and I can weigh it, that's the one you're going to be looking at. My PB on channel cat is off Mississippi River is 19 3/4 pounds. That one I did get a weight on.
Lisa said she don't care if you ever even catch a dang thing. She watches because you make fishing fun to watch.
Because I'm stupid.
And Dink over Stink said, Danny Bud, you don't disappoint, man. You put it on him 90% of the time. We all
Oh, yeah.
know, we all know nobody catches every time.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm looking forward to, man. When my water gets straightened out, I promise y'all, I'll give you my word. I'm going to show you some fun stuff. But it is right now, I'm struggling. I'm on the struggle bus. The river is just blown out. And that's not my area of expertise. I can't deal with it.
Right. If people caught fish every time, they wouldn't call it fishing. They'd call it catching.
Well, that's what I want to call it.
Aaron said Lisa almost got pulled in last night. I heard that. I heard about that.
Really?
Yeah, she hooked into a nice fish, I heard.
Wow.
And Aaron had to hold on to her so she wouldn't go in the water.
I wish I could get that right now.
How big was that fish? Lisa? 31 or something like that?
Wow.
I got to go back and watch it.
Definitely. Cut push regulators. Regulators. Skin out. I'm looking forward to a lot of stuff this year that I'm going to do for y'all. Like I said, and I know a lot of people have heard about it, but we are making another trip to Florida in August, and we will be doing our very first live stream from the beach, kicking back with the chairs and the umbrella and the rods out.
Heck
We're
yeah.
going to live stream this year. I know it's not catfishing, but then again, it is because I catch a lot of catfish down there, but down there they hate them.
They hate them.
They hate them. The saltwater catfish, they hate them.
Buck Williams and Lisa said that fish was 35 pounds. Lisa said she was so excited she never caught anything that big.
Well, good Lord, girl. We're proud of you.
Hell yeah.
Definitely proud of you.
I ain't never caught anything that big.
Fishing with Big Mike. What's up, buddy?
Big Mike in the house.
Well, I mean, our average fish, and I'm not kidding you because I can show you videos of them. I mean, I've got several big ones on my channel, but if you go check out Fishing and Freedom, as a matter of fact, I've got an episode where on my channel that's on the river with Fishing and Freedom, and he did a short of it that he broke it down a little smaller, but mine was a live stream. But me and Richard went over there and went to this one spot that I know, and he slammed his PB back to back. I think his PB before he got there was like 24 or 25, and he slammed a 30-pounder, and then he slammed a 31-pounder. And I mean, on chicken, and they weren't probably 15 minutes apart.
Wow.
And we catch, 20 to 29, 30-pounders over there. Just, man, I mean, you catch them like, there's a bug on my screen. Get out of here. We catch them over there consistently.
Big Mike said he's out catching blue cat.
That's what I'm talking about. I want to go fishing with Big Mike sometime. Now, I ain't say fishing against him. I want to go fishing with him.
Right.
I'm going to tell you what, I think me and Big Mike could put on a show.
I think so too.
Yep. Big Slim 91. Well, guys, it's starting to get dark. We may just, we'll leave the live stream running, but I think we're going to roll up, and I got to get Ronnie home because he's got to drive all the way to Bloomfield to get home tonight. He's parked in my front yard. So I think we're going to reel up, but we're going to leave the stream going, okay, if you guys don't care.
Okay.
And we'll get out of here because this is just dead. We're beating a dead horse right now. Oh, jerk your rod real hard. You might snag something. Man, I threw that way down in the bushes. I don't know if I'll be able to get that back.
Big Mike said, come on, let's go fishing. Just keep the Rona to yourself.
I don't have corona. They said it's a sinus infection. It's funny to me, though, that everybody got a sinus infection from CatCon. Man, I'm all up in the bushes. I'll be right back.
Yeah, congrats, Lisa. That's a really nice fish. Excuse me. I'm glad you didn't go in the water, even though it would have been fun to see.
Oh, don't tip on that stop. You'll run through your eyeball. You'll find it. Yeah, it's starting to get dark. I'm getting scared. Boy, it gets dark quick. Hang on, hang these rod holders. Okay.
Yep, it's already pretty much dark here. Downtown Ernie Brown. How you doing, buddy?
My buddy Ernie. All I gotta do tomorrow is watch posts. Yep. And net fish. That's your number one deal. Oh, good God. I stuck that one down there. All right, got him. All right, you lift the truck. I'll be right behind you.
That's right, Lisa. You wouldn't want to do that. That's your favorite.
Man, he picked almost all the bait off of that hook right there. Just had a piece of skin on it. That
Probably
had to be
turned.
perfect. That
Had
had
to
to
be.
be perfect.
Oh yeah. There's probably some big turtles in there.
There's a lot of them. I'll show y'all this year. We'll come back to this spot in the summertime and fish here. We'll come down here just to catch a little channel cat and show y'all a little show about that.
That'd be cool. Bring the grandkids with you.
Yeah, absolutely. We call them the catfish kids on the channel. They don't hardly ever get to go with me anymore, though. We're actually taking a trip down to with them to Arkansas to go see my stepson,
Yeah.
and we go down there and go trout fishing.
We're at in Arkansas.
We did a trip last year, and those kids, Heber Springs.
Okay, I've been
Yeah, he lives in Heber Springs.
I've been right by Hot Springs going across 40.
Yeah, well, he lives in a town called Heber Springs.
Okay. I was on my way to Houston, Texas then. That was beautiful country there in Arkansas.
Oh yeah. Oh, I gotta get that phone holder out there. Hold on. Let me get plugged in so it doesn't die on me.
Dink over Stink wants to know if you got any stickers. He needs one.
They should be in this coming week. The new ones. I'm not gonna. That gummit.
I gotta let my animals out. I'll be right back.
Go ahead. We'll still be here. Oh. Mm. Mm. Get you all set up here. From the rear. You're gonna be swinging a lot though. Oh. Bluetooth device connected. And the battery is low. Huh? Let's go and put it over on there. Ooh, that might cause feedback though. We better not do that. All right, anything coming that way? I don't see nothing. I don't hit that freaking crane behind me. Oh, there comes a car. Holy crap, where'd he come from?
One lane bridge, Daddy.
That's one lane bridge?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to back up and let him out of here then. Let me let him by. Good Lord, he's coming. Yeah, his way. Come on, buddy.
Well, one way bridge.
Oh, man, I could have went across there with him.
One lane.
It's narrow. I think we would have fit.
We would have fit.
We would have fit. If it wasn't a brand new truck, I'd have showed you.
I think I'm going to give Danny a new name.
What's that?
Danger Danny.
I do dumb stuff.
We call that.
Now, if you ever get a chance, Ronnie, come over here. This hole right here. If you fish it with dip bait, which I hate using that stuff, but that ditch right there is just chock full of big cats where they'll hit that dip bait. But I don't like using dip bait. Wash away bait for me. Because all you do is wash away. All that stuff that Lance McCoo guy's got now, it might hold up. I don't know. We may try it and see. I'm just not much of a dip bait person. I like to catch my own bait, cut it up, throw it out there. It's always more funner.
Yeah, I used to catch channel cats on not a circle hook, but a regular J hook, and I would put stink bait on and then night crawler behind it.
Yeah. Yep. Well, we went through a phase where we were using those treble hooks that had the sponge on it.
Yeah.
And we called it punch bait because you drop it down the bucket and take a stick and jam it down in there and you pull up a glob of it and the hook.
Yeah.
Yeah, we call it punch bait.
Well, years ago, I used to use a treble hook. It's called a bait hook. It's got a little spring on it. Yeah, it's got the old spring on it, and you could put the chicken livers up there.
There you go. Yeah, see, that's all the stuff that I grew up using. But since we're older now and more sophisticated,
Yeah.
we're snooty. We want cut bait.
You're more dangerous now.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
We've got
Danny Stone.
We've got snooty sophisticated. I want skipjack and shad and a fresh bluegill. I'm like, man, I call it a cricket. Hey, where'd you get your bait? I went flipped over a board beside the ditch and found one or something crawling under it. Yeah, grasshoppers and worms and dung beetle.
Yep. Where I grew up at, we had a dirt road behind us. We had an acre of property where I grew up at, and there was a dirt road. It was called Brown Avenue, but it was pretty much brown because it was dirt. And I knew where the catalpa trees were down there, and you had to get the female catalpa trees.
Oh,
those were the ones that had the worms on them.
You know, they spray so many chemicals. Man, when I was a kid, you could find them anywhere here. But they spray so many chemicals now. I haven't seen a catalpa worm in 15, 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah, they've wiped them out down here. Yeah, because, man, we used to get them big old catalpa worms. And, you could actually keep those, too. The way we get them, you put them in a 3-pound coffee can with cornmeal.
Oh, yeah.
And put them in the freezer. And when you thawed them out, man, they were just like the day you put them in there.
I used to sell bait when I was a kid. That's how I made some money.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We had a compost pile, so I could get all kinds of red worms and leaf worms. I would go out, water the yard, and go out and get night crawlers at nighttime. I get them catalpa worms, and I put a sign at the end of the road, at each end of the road, and sell bait.
Yeah. Well, see, my wife's grandpa, when she was real little, he lived in a town called Powe, Missouri, Powe, and it's right there next to the St. Francis River. And he had a refrigerator sitting out in his driveway that was plugged in.
Yeah.
And inside that refrigerator, it said bait on the door of the refrigerator. And you went up there and you opened the refrigerator and there was a coffee can in there with money in it. And you just grabbed your box of worms and put money in the coffee can. And, he just went out there at the end of the day and emptied the can out. And I said, boy, you wouldn't pull that crap nowadays.
Somebody take the whole can and all the bait.
They take all the worms and the money. Hey, look, I got bait and money for gas. But he used to tell her a story about how in all the years he did that, not one time did anybody ever steal from him. Not once.
Yeah, they call it the honesty system.
Yeah, that's gone.
Yep.
Yeah, that died a long time ago with the, now it's the me generation. I ain't worried about nobody but me. Yeah, they say that till they start screaming help. Don't tell them, call yourself.
Ernie, Ernie said he
not to help anybody.
Ernie said he's going to get a cast net and he'll be getting some shad and stuff.
Good deal. Yeah, I meant to throw my cast net today and I didn't do it. But man, we was coming across the back fields a while ago when we left the river and going around trying to look at some ditches. There's some old boys out there coyote hunting, and they had like 13 coyotes piled up on the back of the truck. I should have stopped and took a picture of it, but I didn't know if they'd like that or not. But they were running dogs.
Oh, Jacob Hagine wants to know if you got your net. No, he went back and they looked for it,
It
and
was gone.
it was gone.
It was
Hi,
gone.
Chrissy Brown.
It's that honor system.
Yeah, that's that honor system. Somebody picked it up for me.
Chrissy Brown in the house.
Hey, Chrissy. One thing about that spot we're fishing right now, it's really not that far from the house. It's not far at all.
You can imagine it.
Right. Well, we're a lot closer now. Takes like 10 or 11 minutes to get home from here.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Nope.
Jacob says, do you need to grab a new net?
I got another one at the house.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy him a new one.
I'm going to tie the other one I got, I'm going to tie to his hip tomorrow. Yeah, I've got to break down and get my boat fixed. Is what I got to do. But I just don't like. Well, I don't never boat fish. I use that boat to get the spots that I can't get to on foot.
Right.
But I'm a bank fisherman, and I don't apologize for it either. I just love bank. Yep, that's how I grew up, and that's what I love.
Chrissy said, don't let Ernie tell no lies. She schooled him today.
Really?
Why don't you caught two bass?
Was today their little tournament thing they did?
I think they were just fishing for fun, but I'm not positive.
Well, wasn't there supposed to be a thing where it was, I think it was Chrissy and Dee, or Deb, supposed to go against Ernie and Steve or somebody, or the girls against the guys. When are they doing that?
Oh, I'm not sure. You'd have to ask Ernie or Chrissy.
Yeah, the wives were supposed to go against the husbands or something.
Okay.
They've been talking about it for a week. I can't even laugh anymore without stuff coming up on my chest. It's just terrible. I know. Well, no, it's all this congestion I got going on. Drainage from my sinuses is on the road again. Oop, I got a radio playing in the background. I want to get. I don't care. Give me a strike. What do I care? I ain't in this for the money. Well, it would be nice if you could use any song you want to on your video. Hey, did you see the last video I put up before this live stream today?
Was it a short one?
Very short one.
I saw it up there, but I haven't looked at it yet.
You need to watch it.
Okay.
Because it's Lee Evans and Jody.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's like a minute and 13 seconds long, something like that. Yeah, you're going to like it.
Yeah. I saw it up there.
unsubscribe.
Yep, they're gonna unfriend me. Yep, it's pretty good. It is short. It don't take a whole lot of your time, but you'll love it.
All right.
It's even got some clown music playing in the background. Yeah, that's pretty good. Do what?
Who's up there weed?
Right now? Chris.
Indiana Chris.
Do what?
Indiana Chris.
Oh, Ronnie knows who I am, don't he?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. He's asking if it's Indiana Chris.
Yeah, when I get on this StreamYard, it comes up under my old name.
Yeah, yeah. Man, I don't know what was down on that ditch bank, but it's got my neck to itching. There's a pontoon boat. I need that. That thing would not survive the river right now. No way. Mississippi River would eat that pontoon boat up and spit it out. Right now it would anyway. I'd go out there in a canoe right now before I went out there in a pontoon boat.
Downtown Ernie said, "No lies, Danny. I was talking and telling people about my catfish family."
There you go, buddy.
And he said, "You got fleas."
Well, I think it's either chiggers or ticks.
Probably Tigger.
Yeah. Probably chiggers or ticks.
They come out like a little small red pimple.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
When
yeah, you'll get to see me get a dip a lot this year. We go into chigger territory.
Yeah.
Yeah, they usually get you around where your socks meet your legs and your belt line and your armpits
Yep.
and where your elbow bends on the
I mean-
inside part.
If you do a replay today, Dangerous Danny.
Yep.
You went through snake. Okay, we had a snake.
Yep.
Chiggers.
Yep.
Turtles.
Yep.
Bowfin.
Yep.
Little dinky catfish.
Now, we didn't actually pull them up where you can see them, so I don't know if we can count them or not.
Well, that's true.
You got to be able to see it for to count on me.
But you didn't get skunked because you caught that bowfin or whatever it is you call it.
Well, they call them bowfin, griddles, dogfish, and down in Louisiana they call them shoe pigs.
We call them dogfish here, or
There you
bowfin.
go. But they're all the same fish. I had people arguing one day saying, a griddle and a bowfin aren't the same thing. And I'm like, yeah, they are. It just depends on where you live at.
I mean, for me, all you got to do is look at that whatever you call it, dorsal fin on the back.
Yeah.
It runs all the way from the front to the back.
Have you ever seen one of them sitting in the water swimming?
No.
They'll take that fin and it's weird how they'll do like the wave with it, but they can actually swim backwards.
Oh, wow.
And not a lot of fish can swim backwards,
Right.
but they can back up.
I mean, I've seen fish in an aquarium do it, but they use their pectorals to do that.
Yeah. Well, that top fin, that real long one, they'll just do that thing wave like a snake crawling, and they can move back and forth with that like there. But it's so cool to watch them in the water, man. But I hate them things. I hate them. I got the crap bit out of me by one of them one time. And they do have teeth.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like a pit bull. When they lock on your finger, you got to get a pair of pliers up and pry their mouth open and get your finger back. Because they don't let go.
Ernie, you're making me itch, and I haven't even been outside today.
I got people wanting to do a gar tournament this year and all kinds of crazy stuff.
That's another thing I heard. Gar is good to eat.
Oh, they are. Now, what we do, here's the thing, you can smoke them on a smoker, they're really good.
Mm-hmm.
a recipe that I like to do is if you ever cleaned a gar,
I have not.
okay, you take like 10 snips and you cut right behind her head and get you an opening there, and you take the 10 snips and cut down the top of the body to the tail,
Yeah.
and then you
Mhm.
peel it open, just like you're peeling an orange, but it's a little tougher. And you'll cut out 2 tenderloins in there, just like a backstrap on a deer.
Oh, wow.
Okay, now that's clean meat, no bones at all. If you take the 2 tenderloins, don't worry about the ribs or none of that other stuff. Just go for the tenderloins. The backstrap's what we call them.
Right.
Now I'll take that and take a knife, a butcher knife, and chop that meat up and kind of mince it. Okay,
Okay.
then make your favorite hush puppy mix. If you like hot with jalapenos and onions and all that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and mix that gar meat into that hush puppy mix.
Okay.
And don't make them real big because you want them to cook all the way through and cook that gar meat. Just small ones, a little smaller than a golf ball.
Right.
And you cook them like you do hush puppies. We call them gar balls, and they're good because it's gar meat in the hush puppy.
Okay. I've
And they're
seen
delicious.
it done a couple different ways.
Yep.
Do you remember Two Old Vets?
Yeah.
I think he had, I want to say it was One Ton Fishing Club, and I think they cleaned some gar, or maybe that was Striper I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
But another video I watched, guy caught gar and made gar patties, like salmon patties.
Yeah. Well, see, you can do that with carp too. And believe it or not, carp is good if you do cook it like that.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yep. You just gotta cut like this one line of meat in the carp and get it out there, and it's real white and stuff, and you cook them up, make gar patties, or carp patties.
Okay.
But even with the way I tell you about the gar with the hush puppy mix, you can, if you got your hush puppy mix kind of where it's kind of thick, and you can pat it out like a patty and fry it to the thickness you want. It's just as good as deep frying them.
Cool.
And you make gar patties, but it's hush puppies with gar meat in it.
That sounds good. I love hush puppies.
There you go.
I don't mind a little jalapeno in there.
Oh, I like a lot of jalapeno in there.
Yeah.
But the best way to have gar is smoke gar. Man, down in Louisiana, they love them down there like that. Smoke gar. I live behind the funeral home.
What?
Yep. Yeah, when they start cremating people, you drop in my backyard. Sometimes you can smell the smoke off when they're cooking the bodies.
I used to work for a burial vault company.
Yeah.
Back in the 80s.
Well, they've got some kind of filtration system. You see that smoke coming out, but they have to have like an EPA or something. I don't know what it is, but they got a filtration system that goes through that smoke and stuff. And what is this dude's deal? Is there a car in front of him? Or something's wrong? Why is he sitting back 2 car lengths from the stop sign? Oh, he's smoking pot. Never mind. There he goes. He just realized we were behind him. Headlights on bright, shining in the rearview mirror. And he goes, "Oh man, there's somebody behind me, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
Dude, we gotta go, man. There's a car behind us, man."
Dude, I'm getting paranoid.
Yeah. Are we moving?
Passenger jumps out, see if the tires are rolling.
To the carport,
Taking it down.
the car garage, without hitting my wife's car. We made it. We made it.
All right.
All right, y'all. We're at the house, so we're gonna call it quits, I guess.
All righty. I got to
Appreciate
fetch.
y'all hanging out with me. I'm gonna go in here and get on the computer and watch somebody else do something.
Yeah, appreciate you having me up.
All right, Ronnie saying bye. Hold on, let me get in there.
All right, Ronnie.
Hey guys, thanks for hanging out.
Yep.
We'll see y'all tomorrow.
We'll see you in the morning. Let's hell or high water shuts it down.
Yep. Get you some rest, guys.
Absolutely. I'm going to get me something to eat and see my grandkids and my wife and just hang out for a little bit. But we'll catch y'all later. Y'all be good.
Yep. Everybody in chat. Catch you later.
All right. Bye, y'all.